What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos. So welcome to a special episode of Take It to the Table. I am joined by none other than the regular guest, Soul. How you doing today, Soul?
Oh, it's good to be back. The main man of the YouTube channel here again to show off the opinion.
What? I can't hear you. I just mute. You're on mute. What's going on? I'm joking.
I bet you vote conservative.
No, joking. But yeah, good to have you back. And of course, as always, the OGs, the guys that's been there since the inception of Take It to the Table, they are back here for this special episode. We couldn't have done it without them. Big Man Rides, Matt, and Mr. Rhymes. How you doing today, gentlemen?
Yeah, we all good.
Yeah.
Bless.
It's been a minute for sure.
It's been a hot minute. I think it's been like what? So what was the last one? It's the WrestleMania quiz. So it would have been what, March?
Yeah, I was more of a buzz cut back then instead of this amazing rocks.
I'm gonna do the
Yeah, eventually.
That was ages ago.
It was a minute, yeah. Then a lot has happened in this year alone, especially in the wrestling land for sure, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But yeah, it's that time of year, guys. We do this every year. Our top 5 best and our top 5 worst pay-per-views of the year in both, WWE, AEW, or whatever pay-per-views we've seen along the end. And obviously with this rank,
probably like Impact didn't even get mentioned in. Like, come on now. Is this what we're doing now?
Come on, Bobby Fish is an Impact. What else we got to say?
I mean, yeah. Like if you saw a pay-per-view and you want to rank it in your top 5, that's fine. That's your personal preference. But I'm just saying, if you want to talk about major promotions, they're not necessarily major. So, come on, you don't call a spade. Come on, what do you mean?
Are you trying to end the year on chaos already? Come on, man.
Right.
It's my name, right?
Local YouTuber calls out Impact. And fucking Josh Alexander's gonna come and break your neck.
Oh yeah,
Jesus,
I'm just saying.
What did Impact do to you, sir? What did they do?
Nothing. I'm just saying. Come on, you think they're a major promotion right now? You think they're going for the ratings and trying to hire
the views expressed on the show out of chaos?
I bet Chaos was the guy who watched Nick Aldis squash AJ and was like, "I'm holding a grudge against this company till the end of days."
Wow. Mm-hmm. But whatever. That's my own opinion. This is what we're here for. This is why we take it to the table to give our opinions on certain companies and shows and views. Whatever. It's fine. I'm just saying.
Certain.
Yeah.
Right,
attack on one
we threw him
company.
off board. We overthrew the host.
Just went straight in with the negativity.
Revolution, boys.
Exactly. Like, I didn't come here for this, people. I didn't come here for this.
You're a part of it now. You can't vacate the premises.
Hey,
Dixie, if you're
sales, man.
Is it still Dixie? Is she still in charge?
Say again?
Is it still Dixie Carter? Is she still in charge?
I don't know.
Oh, no, that was really
that
years
just shows
ago.
how much you want the product. That just shows. So
Big Man Rise is showing his age right now. Whew.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. Come on. Whatever,
Really
man.
showing his age.
But yeah, like I said, top pay-per-views. It can be AEW, WWE, Impact, flipping AAA, ROH, whatever you want. But this is where we come and obviously give our thoughts on both on all companies, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna start on the top 5 best. Obviously, we're gonna save the best to last, the top 5 worst. So be sure to check that out as well. But yeah, as always, without further ado, let us take it to the table. Oh, yeah. So, let us start with our number 5. I was playing the damn thing and it's not working.
Boom.
That's why I don't get paid. That's where all my fucking money went.
Of course,
right.
yeah, definitely. Miscues on intros and whatnot. But yeah, all right then. So number 5 of our top 5 best pay-per-views. Let us go at random. I'm gonna go for, because I haven't seen it for a minute. Matthew, what's your top 5?
Oh.
What's number 5?
Starting with number 5. I'm probably gonna say.
Have you even thought about this, bro?
Right, I got my whole list down here. Like, I did my homework for one.
Man's gonna say She-Hulk. That's my top 5 of the year.
I'm gonna say
I'm not involved.
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber is your top 5 or number 5 best pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Best.
Okay, what's
Yeah, you can see there he's sweating. He's sweating. He's like, fuck, pressure.
Can you please indulge? Why is that your number 5 best pay-per-view of the year?
Are we sure we're gonna start with him?
Yeah.
Well, can you come back to me?
Oh, he's done it now. You've said it now.
You said it.
No, I'm pretty sure if history, like, if memory serves, isn't the first person supposed to set the precedent and like you're meant to be like the
yeah,
yes.
Like, that's a good one. What is this?
Look, he's made a controversial opinion of the Elimination Chamber was the top 5 best. So I have set the precedent. So go ahead, Matt.
Go on, the floor is yours, guy.
I might have to take out
Matt even knows the card.
Oh my God, Matt! This is starting.
I mean, it's your opinion. I'm just calling you out on it. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say I love that match with Ryback. Yeah, he was amazing. Elimination Chamber was great.
Right.
Are you sure? Like, all right. So, all right. Let me be fair. Are you sticking with Elimination Chamber, or do you want us to come back to you?
Come back to me, please.
I'll go first then. Fine. The regular guest will come before the part-timers. It's fair.
Anyway. Tired of this guy just chatting shit. All right, cool. Sorry. It's all love. Hold on,
I should have fucking broke your toilet when I was in your house, man. Jesus Christ.
Fair play. Anyway, all right. Let me be whatever. So go on. You're a regular guest.
Fine. My 5th best pay-per-view of the year is AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door.
Okay.
You know what? I actually didn't watch that one.
Oh dear. How could you?
I completely forgot about it. In honesty.
Damn. Okay. Why is that your top 5? Or is that
so for all my choices, I've picked my favorite match and least favorite match. So my favorite match of that card was Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the IWGP United States Championship.
Great match.
My God, it was an amazing match. Just great. If Athletic say Will Ospreay was amazing as well. Orange Cassidy, people see him as a joke character, but he can't. When he goes, he goes. And he's over the crowd as fuck. He's an awesome guy as well as the ending. Roppongi Vice come out, the Empire fight off, and then Shibata comes out. We stare down between him and Orange Cassidy. Just beautiful. And my least favorite match of that card was Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship.
That was misplaced. I didn't feel like that was meant to be on there for sure. Definitely.
I feel like they should have taken that out and maybe put like a big man match on it. Maybe like Wardlow or Powerhouse Hobbs.
Not take the women's match out for the men. Go on.
Cancel me, fine, I'm done. Fuck. But all up and down the card was great. John Moxley versus Tanahashi was a banger. Sting, Darby, and Shingo versus Bullet Club, the Young Bucks, and El Despacito, I think it was grand as well. But the tag match, oh my God, that was a beautiful match. FTR, United Empire and Roppongi Vice for the ROH and IWGP Tag Team Championship was another banger as well. All up and down, entertaining from start to finish. I didn't feel like my time was wasted, which is feel like the best thing you can do with pay-per-view. If you waste people's time, you're doing something wrong and should be cursed in the hellfire along with.
Oof.
Okay. Fair play. Mr. Rhymes, what about you? What's your number 5?
Okay, so I'm gonna because I couldn't decide on either one, so I combined them. So I'm doing 2 for my number 5. It's a joint 5. But
okay.
They're both NXT events. I went with Stand and Deliver and Worlds Collide.
Oh, interesting.
As a joint 5th. Purely because I feel like of the NXT events this year, those are 2 of the most solid pay-per-views of all of them. Also, I had to put Stand and Deliver because weirdly enough, that was NXT's only arena event this year. Because they always do it in the Capitol Center, wherever it is. But that was the only one that was genuinely in the arena. Dolph Ziggler retained his belt. So, I'm gonna I'm gonna ride for that match. And
I kind of forgot that Dolph Ziggler was an NXT champion.
He was. And then this is the thing. What it confused me. I understand that they gave what's his face? Braun Breaker, is that his name?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I've tried. I'm not a fan.
Oh.
But what's it called? I mean, it's too generic. It's too basic. What? He's basically Goldberg, isn't he? He's like a Goldberg.
It's basically Steiner. He's a Steiner guy. Like, obviously, like
I know he's a Steiner guy,
he's
but he's
Steiner.
built like a Goldberg. Like he does all power moves and just keeps roaring and stuff. I'm bored.
So keep him away from Bret Hart. Good to know.
Basically, yes. But then what's it called? I did think it was misplaced to stand and deliver to have Dolph Ziggler retain. I mean, I was happy that he did retain, but then he just lost it the next night on Raw, which was a bit kind of like, it is what it is. But that was genuinely a good pay-per-view. I liked the entire card. And then for the Worlds Collide, it had Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes. So, I mean, I'm sold straight away. So, yeah. I have to, like, what's it called? Rate both events. Like, it was a tie. Like, yeah. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to include both of them. That's going to be my number 5. It's both Stand and Deliver and Worlds Collide.
Fair play. Okay.
5th place.
So yeah, I'll jump in with this one. So yeah, my number 5 will have to be totally different from you guys. You might be surprised. It's gonna be Extreme Rules. I thought that was very very
Wait,
very.
they had Extreme Rules.
Sorry.
They had Extreme Rules this year.
Yeah, dude, that's when Bray Wyatt returned.
Oh, the Fight Pit, right?
Yeah, after the Fight Pit. Yeah.
Sorry, but go on.
Wow. Okay.
The throwaway pay-per-view. Like, okay, go on.
It was throwaway, but it was like for the longest time, for the long while. That's the most, for me, that was the most impressive Extreme Rules pay-per-view, considering the slop that we got, especially during the pandemic era. Like, you know what I mean? Compared, it was a very.
Wasn't that with the Rey Mysterio eyeball popping out?
Yeah.
Oh,
The swamp match, yeah, exactly. Like, so
it was the horror show at Extreme Rules, right?
Yeah, that bullshit. Yeah,
in title and fucking presentation.
yeah, exactly. So when you compare those two, that's like comparing WWE 2K20 and 2022. It was like a stark difference. But yeah, it was very solid. I enjoyed the hell out of Finn Balor versus Edge, the I Quit match, especially the ending. That was just freaking sweet when Beth Phoenix obviously interjected, and obviously the finish to that was great. The Brawling Brutes versus Imperium with the good old fashioned Donnybrook match was very fun. Obviously it had a couple misfires, like Ronda Rousey against Liv Morgan, and I guess, come on, that was the one when she was just laughing for some weird reason and then she lost. It was really. Let me just throw this out there. Ronda Rousey's run, this year's run, has been a dud. I'll just say that now.
I mean, even I can say that.
Top and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is going to be amazing!" And now it's just like, when Charlotte coming back?
Yeah, I'm kind of over it
when you miss Charlotte, boy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And obviously I felt that Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins was all right, but it wasn't, the obviously the best part was right at the end with the debut or return of Bray Wyatt. The presentation and the whole build up to that was just fucking sublime. So yeah, that one is, they're definitely a very solid pay-per-view to be in my top 5. But yeah, Rides, do you have anything to add on this or no? Do you have a top 5?
Yeah, so Chaos didn't put the disclaimer out about how I'm
yeah, I wanted you to expose yourself.
So I'll just be commenting. But you know what? You guys mentioned some good pay-per-views. With Extreme Rules, I actually thought Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan was not that bad. I mean, the laughing thing at the end was weird, but it was a decent match.
Concussion?
Huh?
You have a concussion if you like that match. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to make her live this. I mean, I wasn't really on the Liv Morgan train, but the whole extreme jumping off ladders and stuff was kind of cool. But on the subject of ladders, Bianca Belair and Bayley was a good ladder match, I thought. Drew and Karrion Kross, and that's all I remember. And
exactly. See, throwaway pay-per-view.
No, I mean, look, it was a throwaway pay-per-view. Where was the champion? Where was Reigns? So it wasn't that important.
Yeah.
It was all right. And then what was the other one you mentioned? Forbidden Door. You had John Moxley's title match, which was good, and then everyone was talking about Claudio's match and Orange Cassidy. So yeah, definitely good mentions as well.
Fair play. Matthew,
you don't have a 5th?
I've got one.
Yeah. No, it's then right. Didn't say his fifth.
I know, I'm just commentating, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not,
he's an
We're
enforcer.
we're in the
I
octagon.
haven't
He's just
watched 5 pay-per-views,
yeah.
Wait, so you're behind on the pay-per-views right now? Oh, sorry, premium live events.
Oh yeah. Do we even call them pay-per-views anymore?
I call them pay-per-views. Premium live events is just a brand, is marketing. I feel it's stupid.
I've seen them in bits and bobs. I haven't seen enough to officially have a list, so I'm just gonna kind of feed off you, like touch on what I have seen. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he's an enforcer, he's an overseer. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, back to you, Matt. You found your fifth.
Yes.
All right, proceed. What's your number 5? Drum roll, please.
WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh,
so not Extreme Rules.
Well, just gonna go back.
I'm not gonna lie. Like that's not actually any better.
You're
Go
a
ahead.
donut. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You're stupid. Dumb.
I mean,
But proceed. Go ahead.
If you feel it's your number 5,
Let's pull up Backlash. What happened with that Backlash?
I feel like we're like all going through the,
that is clearly not anyone's top 5. So that just says
I
about.
feel like we're all
pull it
going
up.
through the
I'm gonna
exam right
pull it
now. We've
Hold
all
on, hold
studied for the test, and Matt's just like, I'm just gonna put A, B, B, C, D with multiple choice of shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the list. There was one decent match.
It was Seth versus Cody. That's the only match I remember.
That's
That's
I
the only
think
good
that's
one.
the
Everyone
only
else
one.
was fucking shit.
I think
No,
that's
no.
the only
Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Go ahead.
No,
Matt.
we're
All right.
bullying this boy. We're bullying
No,
him.
yeah,
for
I know.
shit.
We're being mean. We're being mean. Seriously, if that was actually your number 5, please. The table's yours.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Dude, no.
Okay, I will say this on that subject. I was looking forward, in theory, to Amos versus Bobby Lashley. I thought that was gonna be good, but I'll let you lot carry on that.
Wait, what was that? The one that almost like washed him? I can't remember.
So he defeated him, yeah.
It wasn't a
So
squash
how-
match. I mean, it was 8 minutes, but yeah.
That's technically a squash.
We've seen quicker squashes, but fair enough. Yeah, but yeah, as I said,
Corbin.
But come on, man. Like, we're gonna rip on you for it, but I mean, you know, if that's your number 5, like, come on, justify it.
I mean,
Well, what was the question to all of you? What was the main event saying for you guys? Because you did have the bloodline involved, RKO, bro, or whatever they're called. So, like, I mean, was it decent?
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
I don't remember. I'll be honest, I don't remember that.
What is
Yeah,
this the
but
pay per view where they were supposed to have the unification match for the tag titles and it changed?
yeah,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah, they moved it to SmackDown. Yes,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
for some weird reason. Yeah, but yeah. So again, Matt.
And your points, man.
What was your favorite match on the card? Apart from Seth and Cody.
But that was probably his favorite match. It's probably the only match he remembers. That's why he's put it as his 5th.
You had Ronda and Charlotte.
I mean, there was Edge versus AJ Styles.
I didn't remember that match. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Mission match,
that's when Rhea Ripley joined Judgment Day.
Yes.
Yeah, that was one. Yeah, and Damian Priest was barred from ringside. Yes.
Yeah.
That was a short pay per view, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was only 6 matches. Yeah, so,
And then
But all the
Bloodline
matches
versus-
were really long, though, weren't they? Like 20 minutes long and stuff like that. Like, it was really long. Yeah, all the matches were long.
only
Except
3 of them were.
Except for Lashley and Omos, all of them were like 15, 20 minutes long.
To a degree, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so
right,
you
cool.
don't want to add anything, Matt? This is what we're leaving it.
I'll let the
Yeah,
boy
just
go.
leave it like that.
He's good. He's good.
I'm very curious to know what his other ones are now. Boy, he's gonna be spewing out, flipping all kinds. All right, cool. Anyway, that's our number 5s. Let us move on to number 4. All right.
Mm-hmm.
4. All right. So, you know what? Screw it. I'll start off with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm just going to random. It's all good. So yeah, my number 4 for top 5 best pay-per-view, AEW Revolution.
Oh,
Which one was that one?
Yeah. That was the one with the dog collar match.
Right, that was this year. Damn. Wow.
Yes.
that's
Wait, hold
right.
on. So wait, this is the one with the this is the one where Paige won the belt, right?
Page.
Page?
No,
I mean,
this was
Hangman
Adam,
Page.
this was
Oh,
Hangman
yeah.
Adam Page versus Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Her name is Saraya in WWE. Come on, people. Let's keep up.
In where? In
I
where?
feel like you fuckers have just been in like a time
Wait,
capsule
in
for the last year, and we just let you out and just been like, right, on you go.
It's
Nah,
Saraya in AEW, bruh.
Yeah,
Like, bruh.
Ryan AEW, but yeah, this was Hangman Page was already champion. He faced Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship. Yeah, I thought this was a great. But the only thing that let it down for me for this pay-per-view is, again, it was running the mill of, I think it was one too many throwaway matches that was on here. Like Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti. And I think there was obviously there was Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho. That was very good. Ignacio's favorite team, Jurassic Express, defeated Red Dragon, the Young Bucks, in a triple threat tag team match. That was
Red Dragon.
solid. Yeah.
I don't remember this event. I remember watching Adam Page and Adam Cole, but I don't remember this event.
This is when Wardlow won the Face of the Revolution ladder match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I watched that pay-per-view. I remember watching that pay-per-view, but yet you're talking back about it, and I don't remember a single thing from it.
I was fucking there.
Oh yeah, I forgot you. Just throwing it out there.
I don't
Moxley and
remember,
Danielson.
like.
Yep.
Is that when that's not when he debuted, is it? No, he debuted like last year.
That's when Regal debuted.
Yeah, Regal.
Yes,
turned up.
that's the one. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, good debuts. Obviously Swerve also made his debut as well. And obviously he has a dog collar match which was was part of the biggest feuds of the year. Loved it. Very, very good, solid ending. Yeah, it was just good. It was a couple throwaway matches that could have been on the episode of Dynamite, but I didn't stray away from the fact that it was freaking solid. One of CM Punk's best matches on during his AEW run, and yeah, that's my thoughts on that. So what's your number 4?
This is probably going to surprise everyone here. I've put for my number 4, Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor 6.
What is wrong with you? I mean, what is your malfunction?
Oh, come on. This had the fucking FTR versus Briscoes tag team match.
Oh, that's the one. See, that's the thing. Like, because it's ROH, I just know about matches, not by pay-per-views. So yeah, fair enough. Okay, wait, which one?
Can I get that taken back? Can you fucking scoop that insult back to yourself?
I'll edit it out. Don't worry, I'll clip it out. Don't worry.
No, don't edit that out. He deserves that.
Oh wow! Come on, right? That was the best match on the card was obviously the FTR and the Briscoes. Worst match for me was AQA versus Miranda Ali's. I thought that was pretty dud. I was also going to say.
I feel like I watched this event as well. I feel like
probably did.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Yeah. I honestly thought it was either AQA versus Miranda was bad or Brian Cage versus Ninja Mac was bad, just because it was a squash match.
This was the first pay-per-view, isn't it?
Yeah, the ending to the main event as well was Jonathan Gresham versus Bandido to unify the Ring of Honor World Championship, and then Samoa Joe debuted after, which was just a iconic moment in itself. It was short, it was nice, it was neat. You know, it did what it had to do. Ending kind of this old era of Ring of Honor and going into Tony Khan's new era. I loved it. No complaints with it.
What's your thoughts on the Ocho's run, and when do you think we're gonna finally get this possible TV or streaming deal?
We'll save that for another episode. I ain't fucking saying shit.
Okay, then fair enough.
Well, all right. I mean, yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Mr. Rhymes, what is your number 4?
Okay, so my number 4 was a toss-up because I wasn't sure. But then after giving it much thought, my number 4, I went with this year's Royal Rumble.
All right, hold on. I'm hearing some background noise. Whose TV is on?
It's probably mine, so I need to.
I was watching the World Cup.
Oh, you're frozen right now, so I can't even.
I'm frozen. Yeah.
No, I can see you fine.
Wait, who's talking?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's his
Oh yeah,
TV.
Yeah.
Yes, my TV.
Everything's overlapping. I can't hear everyone.
Do we need sound people these days? I mean, like.
Cool. Yeah, sorry. All right, so yeah, number 4. What's your number 4 again? Sorry.
I went for this year's Royal Rumble.
Wow. Okay, you got.
I would say I was. What do you mean? I got really deep.
Why is that a wow?
That's not a
Becky
wow.
Lynch and Doudrop was on that fucking card.
Yeah, Becky Lynch and Doudrop. I didn't say that I like that match, but it did what it had to do because Becky Lynch was putting over Doudrop. It is what it is. But what's it called? On that match, you had Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns to set up for this year when Rollins beats him. You had what's it called? You had there was something else on there. I feel like was there like,
Bobby
you had
Lashley
the
and
Rumble matches
Lesnar.
themselves. Yes, you did, and Lashley won the belt back, right? So yeah.
For
So
Brock to
this
just
is my
be like,
thing.
"Fuck it, I'm going in the Rumble," and fucking up everything.
So I feel like, okay, fair enough. The men's Rumble may not have ended in the best of ways and whatnot, and same with the women's one. But then I guess the Rumble is always a good feel, and I feel like when I have to kind of weigh up like the fact that we've had seemingly two eras in this year alone, because we've had like the Vince era kind of move into Triple H era, kind of thing. So we've had like a different feel from the events, all events, not even just the pay-per-views, but all events, like whether it's TV, whether it's like pay-per-view or anything like that. We've had a different feel and a different everything. Like everything's kind of more things are making sense now, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So yeah, with the Royal Rumble, if I have to think of it, like under, I guess, the old regime, it was actually a solid event. So, to weigh it up and whatnot, I'm like, I think I'm going to include it. So, but then, like I say, for the NXTs, I'm like, I've put it number 5. So the Rumble, I'm not going to rank it too high. So I'll give that number 4.
Okay.
That's for me, that's a Rumble that I can't remember how either Rumble ended. Like the actual Rumble matches. I know who won, but usually like the Rumble wins are very memorable. But I think this one,
Brock Lesnar literally came out and eliminated everyone. That is it.
Brock Lesnar being Brock
I think
Lesnar.
it was in the last 4, so that's all I have to say on that.
Who was the last 4?
Shane McMahon, Lesnar.
Oh yeah, this is where Shane McMahon punched up Riddle.
Yes,
and then got fired the next day or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all coming back. It's all
and Bad Bunny was there.
It shows what a loving father Vince is.
Yeah, Bad Bunny got F5'd.
Yeah, it was something. It was
Charlotte Flair's tit popped out halfway through the Rumble.
Yes,
that's pretty normal for her, in honesty.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah,
right? She did the ugly cry at the end when she was on the floor or something.
Yeah, yes, she cries. Always cries horrible. Like it's so bad. Yeah,
she gets it from her dad.
Just someone from the barricade leans over with a Snickers bar, just like, come on, take it.
But yeah, so either way, my number 4, the Royal Rumble 2022. Yeah.
There
we go.
Seth coming out to the Shield entrance was
class.
That was perfect mind games. The mind games that Seth played was, I don't know, it was great.
They could have done more with that feud, man. It wasn't even a feud. It was just like
it was a throwaway. Yeah, 100%.
It was an altercation.
Again,
it was like there's an altercation. It was like the bouncer and some wee Ned out of the nightclub just fighting over him. Like, yeah, there we go.
I told you it's the setup for this year when Rollins beats him.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that, bud. You keep.
Do you know what? Like I say, we can debate this. I feel like the long-term booking that they have been doing is that Roman Reigns has run through everyone. The only person he has not beat is Seth Rollins, literally one-on-one.
And Xavier Woods.
Only person.
And Xavier Woods.
Hold on. You forgot Cody Rhodes.
Forget Cody Rhodes, man. Ugh.
Fanboy. Stop it.
Leave Cody Rhodes out of this.
Listen, Xavier Woods beat Reigns. Yeah.
So what? So just Lesnar can come back and destroy Xavier.
I'm not saying that.
Well, he's gonna get Kofi Kingston. That's what happens. Like he's gonna get Kofi Kingston.
Lesnar's just sitting there in his wee farm and just like, Sable, honey, it's time. I must eliminate the last New Day member.
There's only one person that actually to end this fairy tale and beat Reigns. There's only one person, and we all know who it is, man. And he's very oozy.
Yeah.
Dave. I wouldn't be.
He will get a title shot. There is rumors.
No, it's not Jay. I'm not talking about Jay. Sami
Zayn.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sami Zayn is not beating Roman Reigns.
He's not. He's going to challenge him. There is talks that he's going to be challenging him at Elimination Chamber because that is at Montreal, Quebec. I think it will be great. I mean, no, I don't think anyone could disagree with him intended it. But I don't
mean,
know.
yeah, I don't disagree with a match between them two, but I disagree with Sami Zayn being the one that takes the belt, especially when, like I say, if Roman Reigns has run through everyone on the roster, whether it's pre-Tribal Chief and current Tribal Chief, but yet, Sami Zayn to end it? No, that feels a bit.
I think it'll be the closest. I think he'll probably be one of the closest people to dethrone him. Me personally, I think they're gonna do Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos, and then they'll take the titles from the Usos at Mania. That's my opinion.
Yeah, they probably will do that, but then it's like in terms of for Reigns, I think that the only credible people that can, well, I say credible. So I would say because he hasn't beat Seth Rollins in their new sort of whatever you want to call this, Eddie's eras of themselves and whatnot. Seth Rollins is the one that should dethrone him, but then I also feel storyline and full long-term booking, it should be like Jey Uso. It should be. Because he's the only one that ever challenges Roman. Everyone else kind of just does what they says. Jey Uso is the only one that he ever has an issue with. So I feel like that kind of just feels kind of like full circle, Do I believe it? I don't know.
At this point, just have Sasha Banks come back and beat him.
That too. I would be fine with that.
Was it Tessa Blanchard? Yeah, then look what that went.
Oh, not her. Redacted.
Hey, listen, it might be Dwayne. It might be
no, Vince McMahon booking. No. Not
fucking
Dwayne.
CM Punk 2013 all over again.
No,
there's another one people are talking about. I don't personally want to see that, but
yeah.
Fuck it, who knows? He's having a hell of a year. Dude, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right, we're going on.
It's still WWE, man. Don't be surprised if Goldberg comes back and flipping wins the title. Man. Right?
Oh God!
Nah. Bring the main man himself, the WCW legend, Buff Bagwell.
Oh God!
We're going off on a huge tangent. All right, cool. So yeah, there's clearly multiple people that could possibly defeat Roman Reigns, but I think
multiple.
Well, clearly everyone's saying all these different names: Jeff Jarrett, Buff Bagwell, flipping Tessa Blanchard. We never know, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Back to the main article at hand. I feel like I need a fucking showing order here.
Yes. Matthew, what's your number 4?
Probably say NXT Worlds Collide. Probably.
Okay. I said already, but go on. You cop out.
Because I think most of the matches are good. The only thing I disagree.
Allow it, man.
Let the man speak.
Go ahead.
I don't agree with some of the booking decisions, but I think that's.
Notice you didn't answer the question. Notice that.
Oh my God.
Oh, I say name one.
Go on, Matt. Sorry, I'm going.
Wait, what did you ask?
I said, can you
He didn't say nothing important.
Ricochet versus Carmelo Hayes.
See, the one that I mentioned. See that?
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention to when you mentioned it, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention.
It's like he's 2 at class and he's peeking over at your answers and just noting them down. Like, here we go.
Okay, fair enough. But okay, so your favorite match was the Carmelo Hayes match, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, fair dues. Moving on.
Fair enough. Yeah. Moving on to number 3. All right. Number 3 is right. So what's your number 3 of top best?
It's a fairly recent pay-per-view, but it really surprised me and really made me feel joy for wrestling again, and that is AEW Full Gear.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough.
My favorite match on that card was the Elite versus Death Triangle, coming out to carry on Wayward Son. The fucking fuck CM Punk chants, just that extra icing on the cake.
Yep.
I'm happy Death Triangle retained because now we've got this Best of 7 series, which is banger after banger after banger. My least favorite match was Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose.
Hold on. Pause. What do you say, right?
Amazing win.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
6-man tag.
But yeah, I didn't really care for Jade Cargill versus Nyla Rose. It was just
outfit though.
Yeah. I swear to God, Chaos probably has a folder of every attire.
Shut up. I will not deny these accusations. Moving on.
1,000%.
But yeah, all up and down, great card. Even like Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Joe surprised me as well. Joe, like taking the TNT and Ring of Honor Championship. Maybe we'll get a unification match, final battle this month. That'd be great. And also, Punk versus MJF. Moxley versus MJF. MJF winning the championship. We're going to get a great heel run out of that. We've already got Ricky Starks and him lined up. Fucking smashing, boys. Yeah, I couldn't be happy. I mean, they claimed in Swerve in Our Glory 3, not as best as the first. It was probably the weaker one out of the trilogy.
Yeah.
And I was so entertained by Sting, Darby Allin versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
Yeah, that was something.
I really did love that. Even just Jeff coming up to my world in an arena. That's fucking beautiful. Also, the fuck TNA chants. They were just
yeah.
Yeah, that's my number 3.
That was a solid pay-per-view back-to-back. There was, for me, no duds, really. I mean, some matches better than others. But yeah, it was just enjoyable all the way through, man. So, good pick.
Yeah.
100%. Matthew, what's your number 3?
I'm ready. I'm waiting.
I'd say WrestleMania 38, night 1.
Okay.
Oh, are we splitting up?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, it was 2 separate things.
2 premium live events. You got to pay twice.
Oh, well.
Basically.
Fucking WWE or EA right now. It's like, yeah, you've paid for the online pass, and here's your expansion pass.
Interesting. So you're putting WrestleMania as your 3rd?
Yeah.
This guy is always.
Well,
right.
boys, I'll tell you what, WrestleMania.
Because I'm thinking because you said night 1, so that's the Kevin Owens Stone Cold finish, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I was gonna say, so you're putting this as your number 3. That means you think that you feel that there is better than. Okay.
Yeah.
He's good.
Why are you choosing this one? Why is this one better than night 2, basically?
I'll probably say with things like obviously the Cody Rhodes return, the matchup between him and Seth was good. Was a good match. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens ended up being a lot better than I expected.
Yep.
He took a whole suplex on the floor. I was so shocked.
Everyone was just like, "Yo, this guy better move."
Right.
Logan
Just the people with the stretchers on standby, like, wait for it. He's okay.
Yeah. What do you say, Rise? The Logan Paul match against Miz.
Yeah, Logan showed up, man. Like,
of course. He's not a Logan. He hates to admit that he's a Logan Paul fan as a wrestler. So yeah. But yeah, fair enough.
I mean, so Logan Paul is one of them ones that he's in the Ronda Rousey, in his Ronda Rousey bag right now because he's wrestling with people that make him look good, even though he doesn't.
Did the same thing.
Like I'm saying, with Ronda Rousey, when she in her first run, all of her matches were with people that were carrying her, so she looked amazing. Whereas now they're trying to make her put people over, and she's not that girl at all.
No.
Right.
So it's like, that's why it's like, at this point they're trying to make her seem like, okay, she's the monster, but she's a monster that's meant to make everyone look good. But she's not making no one look good because that's not what she is. Like when she's with Charlotte's making her look good. But then you put her with what was it, Liv Morgan? Liv Morgan's not a general. Like Ronda Rousey's not a general, so the match isn't gonna slap. And then you put her with Shotzi, which again, Shotzi's not a general. Yeah. Ronda's not a general, so the match is not gonna hit. And so it's just like we're just in that bag right now where they're trying to give us new matches and stuff, but Ronda's not that girl. So it's just
fair it is.
What else stood out to you, Matt, about night 1?
The stage.
I thought Becky versus Bianca was a decent match as well.
That was a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that Bianca Becky Lynch is actually like the second best women's Mania match in recent history.
Yeah.
That's why people aren't allowed opinions. Yeah. They say false things.
No. To be fair, compared to what we had before, Charlotte against Ripley, Ripley against Asuka, obviously Banks against Bianca was freaking solid.
Yeah, but people are saying this is like literally under that, and I'm like, was it that good?
Yes, Becky and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. It literally.
Yeah.
I think this is the thing. If it wasn't Cody Rhodes that returned, then basically they probably would have got match of the night. But I feel like match of the night went
Right.
to Seth and Cody just because it was
Yeah.
Cody's return.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does that
and
make
it was
sense?
definitely better than the SummerSlam match as well. Their
Yeah.
rematch for SummerSlam, I'd say it was better. So yeah, that's fair enough.
Your next chaos, I guess.
Cool. All right, yeah. So my number 3 is a very recent one, and that is Survivor Series.
Ew.
Look at you, man, motherfucker. Listen,
Exactly that. Like, ew.
No, I'm not
Ew.
responding the same way he's
Survivor
responding.
Series.
I'm responding because it's a sore subject for me because I didn't see it and I saw spoilers. So
I'm just thinking also in terms of a story standpoint. I felt like especially the men's War Games match was just in terms of storytelling was fucking sick.
people are saying it's the best thing that's happened this year. That's the general consensus. A lot of people.
I say the whole story. I
feel
don't know
like
if
this is the first. Go on.
No, yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say
Alright.
that match was the best thing ever, but I think the whole story arc is definitely the best thing of all promotions right now. I would say so. Since the CM Punk MJF feud, I'd say. But yeah, just from a storytelling standpoint, I agree. The women's match, the women's War Games match, did fall flat. With the damaged Qatar and company. But yeah, I thought there was some sort of, especially the triple threat match between Seth, Austin Theory, and Bobby Lashley was very good.
I like the finish for that match. The finish was very creative.
The finish was very creative. I love the little kip up with the stomp as well. The curb stomp was freaking sweet.
Yeah. This is the wrestler who used his Money in the Bank opportunity to cash in on a mid card title. Yeah, he's real.
Yeah,
smart.
obviously that was a huge L on that, of course. But I think this hard reset, I think is like he will benefit from that.
Oh yeah,
fair dues. All right.
Yeah,
Moving on to
night
number
where he
six.
went crazy on Raw. He's a new guy.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, he did a whole promo that said that, like, Roman Reigns is untouchable, so therefore, why cash in on him? So cash in and become the youngest United States title champion again. Sorry, which I mean, that makes sense, but in the same breath, it's kind of like,
still, it's a title that you've already
doesn't make
won. You want to go up, you want to move up at the same time. So I was just like,
right.
It's
So it's kind of like, it's fell a bit flat, but then I mean, story wise, that makes sense if they're gonna say, oh, that's the reason why he cashed in, because that's the only way to kind of justify. You can't believe that Austin Theory is gonna be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. Like, no, even if it is a Money in the Bank cash in, it's just no. Like, I feel like literally that would be like riots and everything would happen for that one. Like, no.
Oh yeah,
good heel
but
move.
Then,
True.
I mean, I don't even think it would be a heel move. It would be like everyone would just kind of be like, where do you go from here? Like. You had he ran through the whole roster and Austin Theory cashed in and won, and it's like I'm supposed to believe that Austin Theory is the guy. No, no.
Fair enough. And obviously the other dud was of course Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi. I felt that fell flat.
Running theme here.
The green head thing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The guy with green hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the tank.
The army truck or whatever.
The army tank. Yeah.
I love the tank. I love the theme. I love that she's old NXT Shotzi, but I do think it was unfortunate that her first title match was against Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
That's a setup.
Basically, because now I feel like everyone's gonna look at her like, oh, Shotzi's the one that messed up, but it's like no, because Ronda was
there was no chemistry. There was just no chemistry.
Right.
Yeah.
Number 2 then, shall we, gentlemen?
Yeah. Say again?
Shall we move on to number 2?
All right.
What do you mean? I didn't even say my number 3, but okay.
Yeah, exactly. We're moving on.
Okay. So
all right, go on. What's your number 3? What's your number 3?
Let's see. So because it's one thing. So I was also gonna say WrestleMania, but I combined both as just one event.
Okay.
But then because he split it up, I was like, oh, okay. So does he think that one is better than the other? Blah, blah. But yeah, so I just put WrestleMania as a whole as one because I think top to bottom on both nights, I did hate that both nights followed the exact same formula, as in it opened with a tag match or a tag title match. Sorry, it then had a Drew match or a Bobby Lashley match, which essentially was one of the main events last year, right?
Yeah,
because they was the WWE title where it was. So you had both of them in the second match, which was so unfortunate for them. And then you had the celebrity match. Then you had the celebrity match. Then you had the women's match. then you had, I guess, whatever the fifth match of the night was, and then you had the main event. Like both cards followed the same formula. But then all the matches on all of the cards were actually really good. I think what's his face? Is it Big Boots? I don't know if he got injured, so therefore that match kind of got.
Yep.
That match kind of went a bit like short or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But my standout match, weirdly enough, a match that I didn't think I was gonna. Yeah, the match that I didn't think I was gonna enjoy as much as I did was the Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville match.
Oh, okay.
They had that hardcore match that they had and whatnot. That was like. Other than the obvious other standouts and stuff like that, I feel like that was a match that I kind of really had no desire to see. It was like like another celebrity spot match or whatever it is. But then you kind of forget that Johnny Knoxville was on the Jackass show, right? So therefore he's gonna take bumps, he's gonna do shit, and you're like, oh yeah, like he does like stunts and stuff, so therefore he's gonna do the bumps, and then you kind of like okay, and then the match actually was like comedic and fun to watch. Like it genuinely was a fun thing, and Sami Zayn even said himself that's his. If he was to retire tomorrow, he'd be happy that he just having that match in his arsenal. So, you know, but yeah, I put so for me, my number 3 was WrestleMania as a whole.
Fair dues. Rise, you got any input?
I don't know. I'm a bit thrown now. I mean, the last pay-per-view we were talking about with was it WrestleMania we were just talking about before? The first one we said?
The first one? Someone's first?
I said War Games. And then someone said Mania, that one, yeah.
Yeah, I think for me that was out of all the ones that were mentioned, that was probably one of the more memorable ones. I mean, I'm not saying it was perfect or number 1 or whatever, but I mean it's WrestleMania. Do you know what I mean? And you have Cody returning, which was probably the biggest thing of the night. And I agree. I mean, that Bianca Becky match was amazing. I don't know if I put it up there the same way Sasha and Bianca was a few years prior, but it was pretty sweet. And just WrestleMania in a whole was definitely solid. So I think out of the ones you guys mentioned, that's the one that jumps at me the most.
Okay. Fair dues. All right, let us move to number 2. Okay, then I'm just gonna throw this out there because we pretty much mentioned it all already. So my number 2 is WrestleMania Night 1 as well. So yeah, my favorite match was obviously it was awesome to see Cody Rhodes come back with his own theme music and everything else. The Stone Cold match was freaking solid. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. I felt like definitely Night 1 was more the wrestling show, and Night 2 was definitely the sports entertainment show. And when it comes to that, the wrestling stands out for me a bit more. So yeah, all in all, I thought in terms of match quality, the first night was better. But yeah, that's why it's my number 2, and it was very, very solid. Who's next? Soul, what's your number 2, please?
So I have been debating about my 1 and 2 for a while. My 1 and 2 are both events I've traveled to this year. And yeah, so thinking about it, just really thinking about it, the whole atmosphere, everything, I've decided that my number 2 is WWE Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
Hey! We agree. Yeah,
we were there.
Yeah, we were there. I can't deny that this show was fucking amazing. Sheamus and Gunther.
We was there. We was in person for a 5-star match.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave Meltzer.
But no, it was fucking.
Sheamus
It was fucking
given 5 stars.
Yeah, man. It was fucking glorious. I mean, my favorite match was Roman and Drew.
Oh,
there's nothing that could beat that for me. That was just fucking the crowd calling him a wanker. Perfect. Loved it. My least favorite match was Liv and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Wasn't memorable.
Like Edge's music, like listening to Edge's theme in the arena of everyone fucking singing it was just fucking.
Yeah.
Fuck the traveling down to Edinburgh to all the way to fucking London and seeing someone dressed as Liv Morgan's jacket with cattails and the cat ears was a fucking freak mind shit. I mean, fuck. It was glorious. I got no complaints at Clash of the Castle, and I hope they come back again.
Amazing night. I'm so glad I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whew.
They blew out the park, 110%,
Yeah.
110%.
And you dropped your fucking $600 belt as well, Chaos.
It's still clean. It's fine. I was sweating it, but yeah.
Nah, I mean, I think that
When
worked
did he
for
drop it?
Rock.
Where was I?
Dude, no, this is when Solo showed up, and I flipping just marked the fuck out. So obviously you was obviously in your section. I was in my own, and then like I literally left my seat, just ran like to the front, and I was, and then in the excitement, I dropped my.
Yeah, I fucking shot it when Austin Theory cashed in.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
So, you guys remember I was with my my little brother and stuff. He was on the questions that we did when we filmed for that night.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, so this is the thing, because Austin Theory wasn't announced for the night or anything like that, right? So even when we were there for the pre-show bit, and then it's like, what was it? Who's the shoes guy? Is it Otis? And
Chad Gable.
Yeah. So they came out, and then obviously it's like his music is like A-Town down. And I kid you not, my little brother's like just marked out. Like absolutely marked out. And so, you know, it's that thing where now I always joke about him when I said I'll just be somewhere and then I'll just like play Austin Theory's theme like on my phone and it'd be like A-Town down. And he's like, yes.
Like, I mean, we also got to see Dominic Mysterio become a simp that night as well.
that was a 10. That was a 10.
Everyone was bleeding like, do it, fucking do it, and
fucking kick him
in the gonads.
I mean, to be fair, that image of fucking that image of Finn Balor, Lance Archer.
Oh, that was meme worthy.
Yeah, the fucking pointing and laughing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Memes.
And then it was like
Clash the Castle. Banger.
Drew came out to his own theme, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that was hard. When that happened, I was just like, when he came out, he had the full nines, the full package. When they saw that, I was like, yeah, okay, he's probably gonna freaking win, because they don't put that much effort into when someone gets an elaborate theme. 9 times out of 10, or an elaborate entrance, 9 times out of 10, they freaking win. So that's why I was like, oh, but yeah.
And it would have been number one if Drew won. I'm just saying that right now. It would have been my
number one. Of course.
Come on, I'm Scottish.
Drew
never
win
win fucking anything.
It was not Drew's night.
My only critique was the ending with Fury.
Oh, what?
Oh,
the part that shouldn't have aired.
Tyson Fury came out and knocked his fucking block off.
No, the two.
No. Fury knocking out Austin Fury is hilarious, but at the end, like I thought.
That was not meant to air.
Yeah, that was not meant to air. That was meant to be someone for the arena fans. And still, I thought it was a bit shit.
Right.
And obviously,
so when you're in the arena, we was meant to get that, but then they were meant to turn off the cameras, but the person never did. And it's like,
and not only that, we also saw the greatest shirt of all time.
Oh my god, the Chris Benoit shirt.
I can't remember what it was, but it was like,
wasn't it Chris Benoit was a great dad?
Yeah, no. Chris Benoit was my dad. Yeah, it was a guy in a white shirt. He probably showed it on camera. I was just like, what the fuck? That person got fired. I'm telling you.
Sure. Probably, yes, probably.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Fair play. So yeah, Jordan 2 is Clash at the Castle. Matthew, what's your number 2?
I'm not just saying it because Sol just said it, but this is actually Clash at the Castle as well.
Okay.
I'm the man of the fucking people.
Mm-hmm. Solid event. I'm surprised you didn't turn up with us. What the hell?
I don't even know what I was doing at the time.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
Yeah, that could not
you
be.
You go there with your Backlash being in your top 5, okay? Yeah.
Allow it, man. Okay. What was your favorite match of the night? On that night?
Drew versus Roman.
Go.
100%. Rise, you have anything to add on that? Did you see this pay-per-view?
No, I did. Of course I did, man. Clash was, I should have flipping been there, man. But Clash was a really good, solid pay-per-view. I was gonna say this later, but you know what? To be honest with you, if I broke it down into like my favorite matches of the year, like it's a toss-up between another match that I'll mention later and Sheamus's match with I was gonna say Walter. What's he called now?
Oh, Gunther. Yeah.
Yeah. That match, like, and I'm talking before the hype, before Meltzer, me just watching it, it was already 5-star. That was a brilliant wrestling match. I love the fact that the stable mates kind of left and it was just them two in the ring, just slapping meat. Like, it was just like a good solid.
Right,
big meaty man slapping meat.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like that was planned. How did you have that?
Man's prepared,
I
man's
have
prepared.
everything here.
He has it already all lined up. There.
Already.
Yeah, nah, solid match.
Cool.
100%.
But yeah, pay-per-view on a whole was great. Roman and Drew was great as well. I wasn't too familiar with Solo because don't shoot me, but I don't really watch NXT like that. But like, you know, it was
I'm joking.
it added a new element to the whole bloodline dynamic. So I was buzzed for that.
100%. Coolio. All right, we've come to the best part, or the best number. This is number 1. All right, numero uno.
Mind if I go first? Because my number 1's been said already.
Okay, all right, might as well. Go ahead.
My number 1 is the other event I traveled to across the pond to Florida. AEW Revolution.
Boo.
Oh, this
Fuck
guy.
off. Look, I mean, best match for me, MJF versus CM Punk. The whole dog collar element, Punk coming out to fucking Misery Cantata, his old Ring of Honor theme, will be a fucking highlight for me. No matter what. That's a fucking highlight. Wardlow coming out.
I gotta edit this, man. Sorry.
I mean, look, least favorite match was actually not a Jade Cargill match. It was Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa.
Oh my god, you leave Britt Baker alone, okay?
I like Britt, but that was right after the Punk match, and all I knew I had to do right then was I had to go and buy merch. I went out and bought merch.
That was the toilet break match.
You're using the women's match to go and do that.
Come on, that's a known tradition. I mean, come on now. But yeah, no, I understand. It was. Whoa, and
whoa.
Are you serious? Are you gonna shoot at me for that? I mean,
the views of this show are from Chaos and
Chaos only.
And also, let's just point out on Revolution as well, William Regal's debut was fucking awesome. Brian and Mox, fucking bloody. Whoa. And seeing Sting, I got to see Sting wrestle in person as well. I found that still fucking mental for me.
Fair play.
Loved it. No complaints. AEW Revolution, my pay-per-view of the fucking year.
Yeah, it was a solid pay-per-view. It was a solid AEW just hit different, man. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't. AEW.
Oh, here we go.
Look, Rhymes. When you see there's a slot on my worst list that hurts me to put something on my worst list.
Well, no, okay. So here's my thing with AEW. Nothing against AEW. Like, I genuinely do watch, but I hate that there is like one level. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So I kind of feel like, you know, whether you can say that it's a WWE marking me or anything like that, whether you want to say that, but I like that they kind of give pay-per-views or PLEs like something to look forward to, because it's not something that I'm going to see if I watch a Raw, a SmackDown. You know, I'm going to see something different, whether it be a return, a style of match, a type of wrestling, like I'm going to see something different. Whereas AEW is like, what I see on Dynamite is what I see on Rampage, is what I see on Dark, but then it's exactly the same as what I see on the pay-per-view. It's the same level.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like, there's no variety. There's no, like, nothing to look forward to in terms of, like, if I see a Young Bucks match on Dynamite, it's going to be just as fire as the Bucks match on Rampage, as the Bucks match on the pay-per-view. It's the same. It's just one level. It's not like, they tone it back or kind of give me something to look forward to. It's just going to be the same match.
You don't think they turn up a little bit for the pay-per-views?
No, it's the same thing, because they'll put on a banger on the Dynamite and then literally put on more or less the same match on the pay-per-view in the same week. It's just like, it's just one level, which is not bad, but then it doesn't give me anything to look forward to. Also, I feel like the AEW pay-per-views are on the decline because they started really high and now it's kind of just like, again, one level.
Okay.
That's just my that's where I'm disconnected with AEW right now.
Opinions, a man's allowed an opinion.
Fair enough.
I didn't say it's bad or that I hate it. I said I'm just kind of disconnecting right now. Because...
Fair enough.
Revolution is Soul's number one.
So Soul's Revolution is number one. This for his best pay-per-view. My one I'm just gonna throw out there because everyone's pretty much said it. It's pretty much joint, but for me it's number one, and that is Clash at the Castle. I thought that just the fact that obviously we were all there, and the experience. I got to see Roman Reigns in his tribal chief form. I think this is the first pay-per-view I've seen him and I actually like him. So it was pretty cool. And all the matches pretty much slapped, obviously, except for the Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler match. The opener with Damage Katarl against Bianca Belair and Chloe.
Damage Control, bro. Come on now.
Katarl. It's spelled Katarl. All right. So
look at your goddamn look at your keyboard, and you'll tell how to say it right there, mate.
Exactly.
Control.
Spell out the words one word at a time. Now, come on.
Control or delete. Okay.
Whatever. Anyway, solid opener. And 5-star all around, especially for the Gunther and I was gonna say Wardlow, Gunther and Sheamus match. But best part obviously the main event. Awesome introduction to Solo. Definitely, like you said, I think Ride said it brings another dynamic to the bloodline as well. And he's been killing it ever since. That is my number one. So Mr. Rhymes, what is your number one, please? Don't be long.
Don't be long. Just for that now. I'm
joking.
Is this my number one? But no, so like I kind of was like weighing it up and whatnot, right? Because if I was thinking to myself, because originally WrestleMania was going to be my number one for this year, because again, solid both nights and everything like that. I figured that could probably be the number one. But then I kind of deeped it and I was like, you know what? I feel like the one pay-per-view that I watched this year outside of WrestleMania that I genuinely had a lot of fun watching from start to finish, not including an AEW one, but one from WWE that I watched from start to finish that I genuinely enjoyed was SummerSlam. And no one's mentioned it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, why didn't people mention SummerSlam?
Because it's like, you know, you had everyone you had Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair open the show to like a solid match, and then you got like Bayley and all of them returning in the beginning. I kid you not, so because I'm a Dakota Kai mark, like literally when her music hit, I was like, oh my god, Dakota Kai, kind of thing. Like that really shocked me, kind of thing. And then you had like the Logan Paul and Miz match, which again is a match where it was like I didn't expect that to be as good as it was, and it really was a good match. And then you had like I want to say, was it like Lashley and Theory, I think, for the title? You had like the Mysterios or in the no DQ match or whatever it was. Yeah. You had what, sorry?
The tag team match, Usos versus Street Profits with Jeff Jarrett as the referee.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, which I don't get why Jeff Jarrett was whatever. You had a Pat McAfee match, right? Pat McAfee and
against Happy Corbin.
Yeah, that was... I feel like that was the first Liv and Ronda Rousey match. We won't talk about that. And then you had what's it called? That's the one where they had that weird joint finish, right? Like she tapped out, but she got pinned.
Yes.
Something like that. And then what's it called? And then you had obviously Roman Reigns getting like tipped over in the ring with the tractor or whatever it was.
Very creative.
So yeah, it was one of those ones where like it was just a night that I feel like, because that was the first pay-per-view after Vince had left, right? So it was like, you know, complete different feel, complete different everything. And, you know, I went into SummerSlam thinking to myself, like, you know, not really feeling as hyped for it, because it's just like on paper, this card is just not hitting. And then when it started from start to finish, I genuinely enjoyed myself. So, you know, this will go for my number one.
Okay.
Fair play. Matthew, what's your number one? Make it quick. I'm joking.
For me, I'll probably say New Japan Royal Quest 2, Night 2.
Oh,
okay. Night 2 WrestleMania. All right.
Because I thought like all the matches on the card were good. They had basically Hiro Tanahashi versus Hiro Tanahashi and Guerrillas of Destiny versus the Bullet Club. It was a show I actually attended. Well, I went to like in person, and Inga Nobles versus
the one that was in
Young Gun. No, Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay.
It's so unexpected, so random.
What was this?
New Japan.
Royal Quest 2.
Nice.
But they only had one match that kind of let things down, which was Jazzy Gabbert versus Ava White. That was
a women's match.
You just waiting to get cancelled. A women's match, yeah? You're picking on the women again, yeah? Flipping hell.
No. I mean,
taping up his fists like fucking.
No. I mean, I'm just like, you know, I mean, I rock for it, but sometimes the women just don't deliver, and if this is one of those cases, then it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fair
But and
enough.
then the my favorite match was basically United Empire versus
Of course.
FTR,
Yeah.
Shooter, Gabriel Kidd, and Ricky Knight. I think that overall, yeah, that was a good match, I'd say.
Yeah.
FTR were over here, right? Okay.
Oh yeah, they love
Yeah.
coming over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very out of nowhere. I like that. That's a very unique number one. That's good. That's good. Right. Do you have any input? What was your favorite pay-per-view of the year, lad, from what you've seen?
So, do you know what? Honorable mention, not necessarily as a whole event, but like remember I mentioned earlier, Sheamus and Gunther was like my number one match, but it's kind of tying with another match. I really enjoyed the first of the trilogy between Swerve and Our Glory and the Acclaimed. I thought that was an amazing match, and All Out was a pretty good pay-per-view. But if we're talking about top spot, I would say both WrestleManias come as a very close second, but the top spot is shared between Clash at the Castle and Full Gear for me.
Okay.
I mean, Clash at the Castle, we've already touched on why it was so great, but Full Gear was just, I think the anticipation behind it was really good. Back-to-back solid matches. There was no duds for me. And then the main event was a good main event. I think we all either knew or wanted MJF to win, but I don't think anyone knew it would go down like that. So it's just perfect.
William Regal betrayed him, right? He threw the brass
it's just
the MJF.
I mean, people genuinely believe that okay, this is a babyface turn, and like this is our hero, like it's gonna turn that way. If I'm gullible, fine, but I believed it, and then he just gave us the middle finger, and I just think it's
typical MJF fashion.
So it's well done.
But see, it's weird because you guys are saying Full Gear and you're mentioning Full Gear, and it's like I couldn't tell you a single match on this card other than Soraya's in-ring return. That's all I was looking forward to, and that's the only match that I watched on this card. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, wow. Fair enough, but that says it all then.
But mind you, though, I was busy on the night that it was on because I wasn't home. But then when I was out, it was like I saw on when you're like live tweeting and people or whatnot, and then they were showing was there a video package for Paige's return? Oh, Soraya's return, or something like that. Like they did the bit when it's like, oh, like their match is next or whatever. So then that's the only reason why I quickly found the stream just to watch that match or whatever, because I just wanted to see it's that thing where everyone's like, I guess, eagle eyes on Britt Baker, like, to make sure that she don't hurt her. The pressure. Imagine like this is her first return in like 3 or 4 years, and you're the one that re-injures her. Like, imagine.
Indeed. All right then. So yes, that is our top 5 best pay-per-views of the year. Very different opinions. I think there's only been maybe one that's been joint, which is probably Clash of the Castle for everyone. But yeah, very great a year of wrestling in both promotions and no promotions really. Obviously don't want to take away from Impact if they've had any. I can't say if they have. I don't know. But yeah,
they keep naming their shows like pay-per-views, kind of like NXT does. So like I think the last show was like Overdrive or something like that, and then one before that was like, I don't know, something House, or they're naming their shows different things.
They're doing what they can.
Yeah, they're in their own lane. They ain't trying to do what Hulk Hogan tried to do with them. Try to think they were the competition. They're just in their own lane. They're like Nintendo. They just don't care about everyone else. They just do their own thing.
I would say they're more like Sega. Just they're doing their own thing.
Yeah, basically. That's them. Yeah.
Don't disrespect Sega. Oh my God.
No, we're not disrespecting them. They're just in their own lane. They know their limit, and that's it. That's what I'm saying. Marmite.
You either like it or you don't, basically. Yeah,
100%. Also, please leave your thoughts in the comments below if you agree with us, or what is your personal top 5 best pay-per-views of the year. Obviously, after this episode, we're going to be doing our top 5 worst, so be sure to look out for that. Do not miss out. So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Goes a long way. For the meantime, thank you very much, guys. Soul, Rides, Matt, Mr. Rhymes, for joining us on this special episode.
Yeah.
I have been your host, Chaos. This has been Taken to the Table. Until next time, guys. Peace.
Hey.